Hello viewers, you are now watching Gambia 24 where we bring you all the big stories making headlines in the Gambia. I am Sohna Tunkara and today's edition will in the next 15 minutes feature the TRRC public hearings where a businessman caused the shooting of a brother by the convoy of former presidential Jammeh. Gambia police has announced the search for a young man suspected with COVID-19 who have been on the run. On the voluntary service, World Food Programme is in support of the Gambia Red Cross with mobility as the fight against COVID-19 intensifies. Don't move away as detail of these and other stories come right on Gambia 24. Thanks for joining us. Breaking news coming in has indicated that the National Assembly in Banjul has just voted against the motion for further extension of the state of public emergency for 45 days. 23 against 20 members of the House voted not to discuss and debate the request from the government few hours before the end of the current 7-day period of emergency. This move leaves the President with the option of a fresh declaration of state of emergency that could last for only 7 days. Considering the fact that the National Assembly in sessions, the National Assembly had 1 week ago requested the appearance of the Vice President to explain the legality of the numerous declarations of state of public emergencies by the President. The number of COVID-19 cases continue to increase, making government response to the virus even more complicated as the public appears fed up with the emergency restrictions. Testifying before the TRRC on the road accidents associated with ex-president's motorcade, one Abdullah Njai told commissioners that his brother was shot along the Batin Hardin Highway by members of Yaya Jammeh's convoy. The businessman who fled the country in fear for his life said nothing had been done by the presidency to support the family in the treatment cost of his brother. From that,
Abdullah P.O. Njai, also known as Alaji Njai, told the TRRC on Tuesday that his younger brother Kisera Krubali was shot 3 times by personnel of former President Yahya Jammeh's convoy in 2004. The 53-year-old contractor said the incident occurred while he was on the way to the Independence Stadium to take pictures of his work for advertisement. He recalled being stopped together with his brother by a traffic officer because ex-President Yahya Jammeh's convoy was expected to pass. Mr. Njai noted that the road was cleared for the president and after a little while, they saw vehicles being part of the convoy at a very high speed, with some of its members opening fire at people by the road.
Oh, no. It was parked where we were standing. Yeah. So, and then, actually, Johnson, if he covered them stadium, no. When he came to the open fire, to the junction leading to the stadium, that was when he opened fire.
And what did you hear?
No data.
After the shooting, the convoy did not stop and that he had to rush his brother to the RVTH hospital in Banjul amidst serious bleeding. According to his testimony, he took it upon himself to report the matter to the State House, but he was sent away by the state guards. At the hospital, he added he was approached by a plainclothes man who told him not to speak to the media, whether local or international, on condition that they will take care of his brother and if need be, he will be taken for overseas treatment. However, the treatment for Mr. Krubali was sponsored by his family.
Family bi ñoo doon def lu way am daf ko doon di jappalé. It was a family. Yaayam ak jabaram ak man mi tamit lu am dañ ko daan mëna jëmbale mu dem dress yi ba paré an nit sami. boy bi dafa sonon fi de.
Each contributor
gannaawam bi yëpp dafa demoon ba yaaxu.
Each contributed what they could.
Loxoom bi ndeke dafa dama waaye dañ ko faj ba mu wér after lañ doon discover dafa dama xam nga.
How many blood wounds did he sustain?
I remember for 3.
Hold.
Sorry.
ñaata bali fetel moko duga?
I
think it was 3. Did you see the actual wounds?
Yow gis nga gañu
ci loxo bi.
I saw the wounds
ñaari pax mu ngi nekkoon ci gannaawam bi.
at the hand, and there were 2 holes at the back.
Even though members of the security force continue to monitor the situation with the victim, despite their lack of support or acceptance of responsibility for the incident, movement of former president was characterized by public fear, as it led to the killing of innocent people by virtue of their usage to the road at the same time with the president. For iAfrica News, I am Julden Jai Suare.
From that report filed in by Julden Jai on TRRC, the police have alerted the public on its search for a young man believed to be in his 30s, suspected with COVID-19, who have been on the run. A team of healthcare workers, together with the police on Saturday, 11th of July, visited his residence in Manjai Kunda for isolation and treatment, but their mission was futile as family members interfered, leading to his escape. Healthcare workers and police have since then urged the public to contact the toll-free 1025 line or report to the nearest police station of any information related to such cases. The authorities also appeal to the public to avoid interfering in the works of healthcare workers and police as regards to the implementation of COVID-19 emergency regulations. This incident occurred at a time when frontline health workers in the Gambia are on a sit-down strike over welfare demands such as risk allowance. The situation led to a shutdown of the emergency response call center and stoppage in the collection and testing of samples of suspected COVID-19 cases. The Minister of Health convened a press conference over the weekend and pledged government's swift response on the financial demands about a week after the first death of a healthcare worker as a result of the coronavirus was recorded. Now, the World Health Food Program has on Thursday donated a vehicle to the Gambia Red Cross Society. This gesture seeks to foster and enhance effective response of the Red Cross to COVID-19 cases in their bid to battle against the fight in the Gambia. More details in this report by Absagay.
The program is aimed at supporting government to strengthen its capacity to be able to tackle development challenges such as food insecurity, resilience building, and implementation of disaster risk reduction. Mrs. Wanga Carrier, the World Food representative to the Gambia, recognized the Gambia Red Cross Society as a strong with who it can achieve these development goals.
The WFP goal has been to support and strengthen the capacity of the government and the people of the Gambia in addressing development challenges, including resilience building, food insecurity, malnutrition, and the coordination and implementation of disaster risk reduction and management. With this mandate, WFP is pleased to have a partner with whom we can rely, whose mandate is similar, allowing us to concert efforts with yet another equally committed partner, the Gambia Red Cross Society.
She expressed delight in delivery of support to the volunteers to strengthen their capacity while acknowledging government's commitment to achieving 0 degree of hunger.
Which I am proud to say that we are really already enjoying very strong government support and collaboration and leadership, who have also displayed evident commitment to achieving zero hunger in the Gambia.
The Gambia Red Cross Society is a voluntary-based organization which aims at preventing and alleviating human suffering through the power of humanity. It has been in forefront in the fight against the spread of COVID-19 since its outbreak in December last year. The support from the World Food Program is expected to manifest quality delivery of the organization in the current crisis of the virus. and its projected impact on the socio-economic lives of the people. Reporting for iAfrica News, I am Absage.
Well, viewers, that story filed in by Absage brings our today's edition of the Gambia 24, where we bring in big stories making headlines in the country. I am Sohna Tunkara. Thanks for watching.